Hello and welcome to another video here on the channel. Today on the menu is Blue Tempo with Delver's Secret's Ascendant Spirit as the one drops, Dreamshackle Geist, a card I've not seen in constructed before, and of course the Flash Threat in Spectral Adversary. Combined together with interaction, protection, bounce, counterspells, Jwari Disruption, of course, some First for Discovery as card draw, and Geistlight Snare with the various spirits in the deck enabled. This deck went 5-2 at the Streets of New Capenna Championship last weekend, and yeah, it definitely intrigued me because I didn't have this at all on my radar. I think very early on in testing we played around with ninjas, but we sort of figured out that small one toughness, like my testing team, figured out that small toughness creatures, low to the ground Delver type of decks, are not very good against Esper, because Esper is also fairly low to the ground, and has removal, and especially Mythic Massacre, that are quite good against these decks. Wandering Emperor as a flash threat, you can play it end of turn, and then they have to counter it, then you untap, maybe play a Planeswalker. It's a tough game. At least that was my impression of the deck. I remember playing against Paolo Vito Rosa when he was trying something like this, MonoBlue Tempo. And I played on Esper and I destroyed his hopes and dreams. But Ian Birrell went 5-2, so let's give it a shot again. This list is certainly different than the one PV played against me. Sideboard, tempted by the Oriq, free off. Pretty good card in creature matchups, I suppose, especially against runes. If you get to steal one of their creatures that they suited up with a lot of runes. Got some hermits. Good aggressive body and disruption, and unlicensed hears, I guess. Hears is what you say. To fight Leah, Disciple of the Drowned, and a Pithing Needle against Planeswalkers, some Testament, more counter magic out of the way against green permanents if they come up. Faces Haven would be in the deck, but Faces Haven is banned in Standard, unfortunately, so the snow benefit, after all, comes out of, or you play the snow lands for the Ascendant Spirit, the little 1/1 fella that can grow, develop, evolution into something very big, like a Pokemon, right? Your various stages of evolution, and yeah, Ascendant Spirit can be very good. Like, you play it on turn 1, you pass with Jwari Disruption up. If your opponent plays into Jwari Disruption, you Jwari Disruption. If they don't, you can level up the Ascendant Spirit. Easy. It's a little too loud, maybe. Alright, MonoBlue Tempo. This is sort of my style of deck as well. Let's see. It's definitely going to be fun, I think. We have 2 lands, we have a Delver on 1, we have Essence Capture. Sure, yeah. Question is, I guess, do I want to play Delver on 1? Play more chances to flip it, and I do have 2 more 1-drops in case I don't draw an untapped land to interact with my opponent. That's a little annoying. There's an untapped land. Okay. Just gonna kill it. Good fading a little bit. I hope they play a Fable here. That'd be awesome. I guess I keep some card advantage. Fable, Kaito, please. Spell Pierce is very good these days, so that could be a reason for this deck to be good, because Spell Pierce hits a lot of important things. Okay, Corpse Appraiser. I guess that was to be expected in a way. I did not know they were on blue though, so they could have been junned as well. So, Mountain Swamp is a very, very weird start. Like, that actually indicates Rakdos, because most of these free color decks only play like 2 basics. So it's very unlikely that they start Mountain Swamp. Very unlikely. That's where I thought my opponents just unracked us, but no, they're not. They're playing around the spell pierce. I don't know if they... No. Unfortunately for me. I'm falling behind on board here. I don't have the pressure. This is not the situation you want to be in with MonoBlue. I revealed it. My internet is working. Did it just crash? Hello? Okay, I guess I'm gonna restart. Reveal this card. Okay. Guess I'm gonna restart. Sorry about that. Enjoy the beautiful mountains in the background at night. Ugh, yeah, arena. That's a lot of sounds. Alright, I'm roping this flipped. Okay, cool. At least I got back in time. Huh. I have very reactive hand. They hit me for 6. Not great. This didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. That's for sure. Like, yeah, they were on the play as well, right? Yeah. Okay. It's always the issue with these, with these blue tempo decks. That if you fall behind, it's so tough. Opponent played this nicely. They seemingly played around spell pierce. Smart, and yeah. The better your opponents, the worse these tempo style decks get, because you really want your opponents to play into your spells, not around them. Yeah, I mean, I'm just so far behind. But I feel like I don't have the late game capabilities to just start trading things here. This game could have been entirely different if I would have been on the play. That is how Magic goes. Play draw is very important sometimes, and especially for a deck like mine. With a deck like Grixis or Esper, play draw is not that important, because you do have ways to catch back up. You have removal, good removal, you have Ray of Enfeeblement, Me Took Massacres, cheap ways to catch you back up. Ah, nice. Yeah, it's kind of funny that Ray is actually a good card against this deck. Like, if I'd be playing against this deck, I'd probably bring in the Rays. Like, you have the Adversary, you have the Delver, you have the Ascendant Spirit, you have the free one flyer. So, one of the most popular sideboard cards in the game, in Standard right now, is good against this deck. It's not good. That's not very great. Alright. Dreamshackle Geist. Can knock out a creature next turn. Can bounce a token here. My opponent lost his rank after the restart. Alright, this is not doable. Forget about it. What am I trying to do here? I have 0% to win this game. Okay. Okay. Kinda want a 4th Spell Pierce. That card seems very good. Negate, Hermit. Hermit is kind of nice in a way, just sort of being this 2-for-1 creature in a grindy matchup. Tap target creature doesn't untap. Fading Orb seems meh against my opponent. Interesting. I don't know. Essence Capture, Solala, maybe play some Hermit, maybe Negate. This just seems like a very difficult matchup, to be honest with you. And if, like, Grixis has lots of cheap removal, voltage surges, all that stuff, and then a much better mid to late game than this deck. Ooh, this is scary. And this is exactly the reason why I don't like these type of decks. We need a threat, that's why I have to mulligan that hand. Okay, this hand is fine. Probably just discarding the Adversary. Maybe the Dreamshackle Geist, actually. This might just be a better free drop, because then I get to keep up the blue for the activated ability and just slip out the back. If I play the Geist on turn 3 here on the play, they likely just have a removal to kill it. More slip out the back. That card is quite nice. I'll just attack with the Hermit, I suppose. My opponent might be happy to trade, though. No. Now you're gonna trade. Could have just blocked if you wanted to kill my Hermit anyways. Looks like it, huh? Funny. The funny thing is that this way they enable my slip out the back. Like, thank you. The other way I couldn't have used this to save my Hermit. Oh, this worked out great. Just used both these slip out the backs to deal with my opponent's threats. Next time, I presume my opponent will block. That should be the lesson from this game. So this can become a flying 4/4. I think I'll just play the Adversary instead of leveling up. Just better to play Adversary in case I don't draw a land, then I at least have that 2 power in the air. I'm happy taking this trade. Maybe I'm actually not. I have my little Air Force going. I don't want to take this trade. I would get a 2/2 theoretically out of the graveyard. I'm a little worried that they have like a Mythic Massacre. And that's why I want to keep this around. Yeah, I'll counter that one. That's a good match with the Arne card. I should counter that one. Good that I didn't take the trade. No, they have Ray or Surge. Alright. I mean, they had a blood token anyways, I suppose. Okay. Down to 4 power in the air and 1 slip out the back. Can I turn this around? If my opponent has a Mythic, it's not gonna be good for me. Then I'm left with 1 free. And then they need 1 more removal and they got me. Yep. Well played, well played. My opponent sequenced this game nicely, but again, this does not seem like a good matchup either for me. Alright, I'll keep the Jwari in hand. Who knows, who knows. Alright, that's a good sign. Evelyn, sure. It's perhaps not a card that should be in your deck post-board, honestly. If I may say so. Evelyn, it's not really what this matchup is about. This matchup, they just win with Corpse Appraiser. They don't need any big card advantage engine. They just need to prevent me from killing them. So a card like Evelyn doesn't make any sense, in my humble opinion. Perhaps my opponent chose not to board an Array of Enfeeblement, which I would certainly do against this deck. They would lose their own creature. Nah, it's just best to use the Jwari though. Like, if I fading out my own creature here, they would lose theirs. They have Adversary maybe? But they now can't do anything with it, right? What do they do? Duress me? Inferno Grasp doesn't work anymore. Voltage Surge does only deal 2. Any reason to use this fading up? Both these have entered the battlefield triggers. I go to 5. I go to 8. Like, imagine, what, like, can I even win this game? I mean, if they have last card in hand, Ray of Enfeeblement, they would have just Voltage Surge plus this, I guess. Get my Scry. I think they're just dead. If they have Voltage Surge or Ray in hand, they would have needed to play it there. They're just conceding that. Just want to see my hand for some information. Okay. I think you should have just... I mean, I guess they wanted to play around another counter spell, huh? They wanted to duress me, clear the way from a counter, like a slip out the back or something, and then Raven. No, slip out the back. I don't know, I would have just killed this guy. I would have used my chance there, Voltage Surge plus Ray and kill it. Okay. You drew another one. Oh, this is just... Okay. Close game. Too close. Now we're on the draw. Hermit kind of performed nicely. Dreamshackle Geist, if it just dies, you know, it just dies. So just play another Hermit and a Negate, maybe. Fading Hope. Oh, it's not so good here, is it? Tempted by the Oriq? I'm supposed to steal the opponent's creatures. Fading Hope is kind of good against the Fable. Unless Here's is good against their adversary, but they only play like 2-3 of those. First is good in a grindy setting, which last game was grindy. The game before was kind of tempo oriented. Slip out the back. I'm just gonna try it like this. Deck in this format must be at least 60 cards. Okay, fine. I'll play a fourth of those, maybe. No. Play one of these. Stealing these free frees doesn't seem that exciting. Okay. Voltage surge and going. Could have played around that theoretically by just waiting on the spirit. That's probably okay to trade. Yep. That feels so brutal, honestly. Ugh. Imagine I played this and they have Mythic. I don't think I can play that. I don't know. Due to that reason. The rest. They have another creature? No. Okay. Target creature does not untap, please. I need a first for discovery ASAP. Three cards left. If it's 2 lands and a spell, I can win. I have 2 lands and a spell. Dreamshackle Geist sort of being a 3-1 flyer and knocking out a creature here. That's pretty good. That was an important one. That was an important draw. Yeah, we're playing 20 lands. Drawing 7, not optimal. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, favor resolving. This is lights out probably. But maybe with a little bit, like two less lands, 2 more spells. Wait, they kept everything. That's not good. No discard. Yeah, 2 more spells. Maybe I have a chance here. Maybe not, honestly. So, see how incredible Mythic is against these decks? Yeah. Not a fan, not a fan. A null. The deck is not even playing a null. Null is like one of the best cards against runes. Should play some Annuls in the sideboard for sure. Or is the runes matchup that good already that you don't need them? Definitely play a null over that 4 mana bounce green stuff. God. Yeah, like one more spell, maybe, I don't know. Putting opponent to 4 here. Needed something good. 2 more spells, maybe we would have had a chance. Dead last turn. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this seems like a bad matchup. Probably even worse. Yeah, definitely worse than Esper would be. So they have Voltage Surge, which is a big card in a matchup. They're sort of like a Grixis is a lower to the ground Esper deck. Yeah. I will make the Esper midrange video at some point as well. Show you my list, talk about it, why I played it at the championship, my updated list. I have some thoughts on it, but for now we're trying some fun decks. Just, played enough Esper in recent days. Okay. Fun. I'm saying fun decks. I mean unique decks. Because losing is not fun. It's not. Alright, I want to get the Delver out so I have more looks, more likelihood of flipping it as soon as possible. But yeah. Certainly not fun to lose, but it's a unique deck and some of you might think about trying it, getting the rest of the wildcards, so let's try it out. And it's sort of my style of play, but my style of play is not losing. Okay, I'll remember repeating myself. So I can keep up Spell Pierce, slip out the back, I can play Geist. If they have Raffine, I'm so dead. Imagine my opponent has a Raffine here. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just hoping to have like a betting announcement. Yikes. Okay. I'm not sure about this deck, guys. One of the most commonly played threats in the format is very good against it. Rip. Rip. Oh man. My opponent doesn't have to play anything anymore. They can win with these two. I mean, we do have 4 Jwari Disruption and 4 Essence Capture and 4 Fading Hope. So yes, we do have ways of dealing with this. I know my hand seemed like a keep. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, this is sort of what I'm talking about. I mean, my opponent just plays good cards and I lose. Oh, come on, like this game. How do I get out of this? Is there a way to get out of this? I don't think so. I need to draw like Fading Hope, then Fading Hope, and then even then, how do I win? I can block Phase Out here, make my creature a little bigger. Hope to raise somehow. 2 Vanishing Words into the graveyard? Excuse me? What? That's not... That's like your best card in a matchup. What does that mean about your hand? Two mana instant speed removal, kill everything and the opponent has. Yeah, I'll just discard it twice. No big deal. Keep in Fire Grasp? Wait a minute, what? I'm playing mono blue. Opponent, hello? What are you doing? Colorless creatures, I guess, I could have. Maybe I have some artifacts. Alright, screw this. I'm done. Yeah, okay, cool. On the play. Essence Capture, Jwari Disruption, you gotta do some work. Tempted by the Oriq. Huh. Okay. I'm tempted by that, I can tell you. Stealing a Raffine. If I'm not playing it myself, which is a mistake. Play Esper. Hashtag advertisement. I can at least steal it, I suppose. It cost me a cheap 5 mana to do so, but might be worth it. Yeah, honestly, this is tough. Maybe I just keep it like this. I don't really see. I think we'll just keep it streamlined, curve out, have Essence Capture, answer the opposing threats. Hope that works. Like Delver turn 1, turn 2 Essence Capture, turn 3 Geistlight Snare. That's the plan. Just curve out on the play and on the draw. I might have to bring in some Tempted by the Oriq because game's gonna go long. Just like against the Grixis player. I'm not gonna end this game on turn 4 or like get so far ahead. Especially on the draw. Like on the draw it's so rough. To play this tempo style of game against someone like Esper. The deck is just not... Oh man, always these Jwari Disruption one-landers. I'm supposed to keep them, right? I earlier said 20 lands. It's 20 plus 4 Jwari. So 24 in total, but yeah. I'll do the same again. Winning the die roll is so important. I wonder if Ian, the player who played this deck, won the die roll a lot. If you win the die roll of this deck, it feels kind of nice, but on the draw, oh my god. It's a whole different universe. Oh, they have Ray Enfeeblement? Looks like it. Yeah, it's just... One of the most commonly played sideboard cards is good against this deck. It's just... Okay, I'm repeating myself, and it's not good. It's not good. Once there was a time when... Oh my god, they have more? Nah, come on. Oh, nice. Okay. Once there was a time where Mono Blue was one of the best decks in the format, winning a Pro Tour in Standard. That Mono Blue deck had some crazy good cards. And the format wasn't as hostile. There wasn't so much cheap removal. I would like to put a counter here. Underdog is not very good in this matchup. Wonder if my opponent should have boarded it out. It's like the especially on the draw. I mean, on the play maybe it's on the play it seems good enough, but on the draw I think this is not the type of card you want to spend your mana on. So you just want to deal with my stuff. You just want to answer all these threats some way or the other. This is also not very exciting. Like this doesn't do anything. Sure. Both these cards are not very good on a draw. Maybe the Esper matchup is fine. I don't know. We've been on a play. Opponent played some weak cards the last few turns. We had a pretty good draw, I guess. But now it might be tough. On the draw. The Dreamshackle Geist. Slip out the bag. Play one of these. I don't know. Maybe two. Steal a big Luminarch. Now on the play, Underdog becomes better. Wedding Announcement. Yeah, like all these cards become better on the play, of course, from the Esper side. But still, it's not really what it's about, I think. They just want to kill my stuff. I really like that the standard ladder is just packed with good decks, I feel like. People are playing good stuff, you have good matches, people are into it, they play well. The standard ladder is a good ground for testing, for getting better, I feel like. And I'm saying that, someone who's very experienced and plays a lot of Magic against very good players. I have to say that the standard ladder is surprisingly competitive. Not having a single threat is not good. Yikes. I mean, I'm supposed to keep, I think, because going to 5 does not sound like a good plan. Just try to get lucky. Tempted by the Oriq. I think this card is not that good on the draw because you don't have the time to activate it. So I'm just keeping this in case I draw a lot of lands, and then it could be a powerful endgame spell. Land. Okay, I mean it's a spell land. It's kind of good, I guess. Flips the liberation. Like the problem is that Raffine again would just be destruction. Destruction. Don't do it. Yes. I think I'll just bounce that one, honestly. And I want to do it now, so Kaito can't draw a card. A full card. That was an important scry. Wedding Announcement. Alright, again. That's fine. Okay, we have this Delver. I have 1 protection. This is doable. Yep. Okay, sure. It's pretty slow, you know. I'm down for a race. Yeah, I mean, Wedding Announcement not the greatest, honestly. Like, I would play this matchup a little differently than my opponent. I would try to kill my opponent's stuff instead of racing. Maybe it will work out for my opponent though. Like, next turn flips, it's gonna be a lot of power. They're gonna draw some cards here too. Alright, I have 5 power in the air. I have 2 slip out the back. I'm gonna go to... I just want to attack 1. Because they want to make the tokens. Okay. No? Alright, draw cards. Okay, that makes me think they have like an instant speed removal here. This got an Underdog. Sure. That's a good draw. I have to do this, I think, because if I do slip, then I'll deal them 2 damage, turn to 7, and then I have 6 power, which is not lethal. If I do this, I put them to 4. Yeah. This way I have force lethal in 2 turns. If I do slip, I'll only put them to 7, I have 6 power, that's not lethal. If they have Mythic here, I can protect my Delver. So they need like an instant speed removal to survive. Yeah, that's instant speed, but you should do that in my turn, not in your turn. Yeah, opponent, that wasn't very smart. So now the slip out the back makes this come back, and then I can attack them. If they do it in my turn, or at least in my upkeep, I could only hit them for 2. Now my opponent concedes, yeah. That wasn't, no. I guess they wanted to play around Spell Pierce. That's what they had on their mind. Alright, we beat Esper. Okay, on the draw. They didn't have Raffine. That is how you usually win against Esper. Them not drawing Raffine. Raffine is so messed up. Like, that card is too good. Really. Fable of the Mirror Breaker and Raffine are just two of the, like, 2 free drops that define the format. That so much better than anything else. No thank you. Okay. Begrudgingly, I keep. I have 1 tiny 2/1 flyer. Two tiny 2/1 flyers. Jumped. Alright. No more voltage surge. Great. Fantastic. Okay. I think I'm fading up that Harvester. I mean, I could also just let it trade with me. But this is the moment where I can tempo a little bit and get ahead on them. Okay, that's good, that's good. Running out of gas. Alright. I won't play the islands. Need it for the first, potentially. That's a cool swamp. I'm telling you. I told it before the video. This card is not fair against this deck. Everybody plays it. I don't know how Ian Birrell went 5-2. He must have been on the play and not played against a lot of Mythic Massacres. So yeah. Yeah, if you play against Dragonstorm and Naya Runes, I think those matchups should be better, yeah. But mid-range Mythic decks, I don't want to get paired against with this. And that's like 50% of ladder, so good luck. I can phase out artifacts and enchantments. Wow. Alright, let's phase out enchantments. And Spectral Adversary is dying! Surprise, surprise. Alright, thank you very much. I'm not playing anymore. 4 lands in my hand. Okay, they don't have Raffine, but they have cheap removal again, just like the Grixis deck. So I guess I want the Hermit. Don't want this thing. Want a Negate. Essence Capture doesn't seem that good against Junt. They have Chariot and Fable. They have less creatures. Out of the way. I mean, they have green stuff, but this card also doesn't. I don't know. Like bounce a cat, draw a card. Bounce a Chariot, draw a card. Not the greatest idea ever. Could play another first because it's a little grindy. Yeah, play one of those. I'll play the Essence Capture. They do play creatures, right? Like Briarbridge Tracker. And the Ethersphere, the Harvester on turn 2 on the play. I think the capture is worse on the draw. I'll board out more captures on the draw. Because on the draw I won't be able to snatch their 2-drop. Yeah, okay. Delver turn 1. I mean, Delver turn 1 gives the deck a very, very strong draw, potentially, right? This deck can do powerful things if you go Delver turn 1, Delver turn 2, and then Spell Pierce up for their removal, and they flip. And you have maybe one of the broken decks in the most broken starts that you could have in the entire format. But yes, you might get those draws, I don't know, 1 in 100 times. But the rest, the median average to draw, of draws you get is far worse, I presume. Therefore, this deck is not good enough. Sorry I'm so harsh, but I'm just... You know, I gotta... To get good at matching and to play the good decks, you have to sort things out. You have to differentiate the good from the bad. That's what you have to do. And I'll use Spell Pierce. Hermit theoretically looks like a main deck card to me. It's just so nice. Early body. It doesn't fly. That's the issue. I get it. All the other creatures fly. But it does follow the plan pretty well, and it's pretty good these days, just as a card. Alright, let's fly over that Rhino. One should probably attack for 5 there. They're not gonna win the game by staying back. So they can kill my Delver here. But then I still have a 4/4 flyer. And I can flip this into a 4/4 flyer. Wow. They had 0 cards in hand and now they drew a Mythic. That's unfair. That's so unfair. I was about to win this game. Come on. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? How interesting. Oh my god, that's 7 now. I've been playing the Hermit here as a losing play. They're just gonna attack me for 7. Not even flashing the underdog, blitzing the underdog, not even. What? How do I get out of this? I don't know. Casting Hermits doesn't seem like a recipe to win. Oh god. I think I'm just like, if I do this, I'm just gonna lose against, I don't know, I'll just cast Hermit, I guess. They haven't done anything with their mana this turn, so. Oh. Evelyn. Enchant. But you only have this vampire? I don't know if I like that. Not a fan. You know, Junt. Our Junt list for the tournament, one of us played it. Carl, and he made top 8. Carl Sarap. And we played in the 5-drop slot. We played Lolth and Ren 7. Yeah. Those are pretty good with Chariot. War Chief is like the 3rd best option, I would say. And then maybe Evelyn, but not a fan of Evelyn in Junt at all. I'm not a fan of the card in this matchup either. It's just not what this matchup is about. Alright. 1 and 2 with MonoBlue Tempo. As I was thinking going in, as I said earlier, these MonoBlue aggro tempo decks, not very good in this metagame. They're just not that good against these Mythic decks. Esper, maybe you have a better shot, but Junt and Grixis seem like terrible matchup. Esper, I think, is also a bad matchup against a good player who knows what they're doing. I won against that Esper opponent. I don't know, they just played poor cards. They maybe didn't know exactly what to do in the matchup. But as I said earlier, sorry that I'm going through these things there. I don't know, it's just automatically I'm doing that. As I said earlier, I played against PV in testing, and he had a very similar deck, and I beat him. And yeah, this type of deck is competitively not justifiable, and it's an outlander that it made 5 and 2 at the Pro Tour. All right, I hope you could take something away from this video. We almost have 2,000 subscribers. Maybe we're gonna hit that milestone with this video. I hope so. Please contribute to me reaching that goal if you want to make me happy. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.